Hello and welcome to another anime lore and theory video. I'm Shergok, your host, and today we are going to take a closer look at the surprisingly crazy goddesses of Konosuba. But before we're going to take a closer look at any of this, let me quickly thank my Patreons for supporting this channel, as well as say thanks to all users of the YouTube thanks function for making one-time donations. And with that said, let's get to the topic at hand. Aqua is about as bright as a wet matchstick in a dark dungeon, and she has the moral integrity of an entire scam call center. At least whenever she thinks she can get away with it, then Kazuma isn't there to simply crush her pyramid schemes. But the other gods in Konosuba are significantly more fanatical, cruel, or just dangerous in nature than the goddess of party tricks. And we begin with what we might call Aqua's junior partner, Eris. The goddess of luck is worshipped by millions in the kingdom of Berserk, and has become the de facto state religion, even if others are tolerated. And in the mortal world, it is often said that Aqua is Eris' superior. However, people would much rather prefer it to have a goddess of luck on their coins than the holy mountain of death that is Aqua. But even if Aqua's followers are completely nuts, Eris is far from just a righteous Robin Hood-style thief who steals from the rich to give it to the poor. When it comes to fighting demons and devils, she is significantly more fanatical than even Aqua. Spoiler alert! Just like Aqua, she descends to the mortal world for a short time and eliminates one of the Dukes of Hell, over and over again, until he literally ran out of extra lives. Imagine playing Dark Souls and dying so many times to one particular boss that you just stop respawning. So in regards to demons, Eris is a mix of Doomguy, the Grey Knights from Warhammer 40k, and of course Frieren. Otherwise though, she's at least somewhat normal. Next up is the Dark Goddess Wolbach, who is quite sensitive about being called a Dark Goddess. Yet she is a Dark Goddess of Sloth and Wrath. I mean, imagine a world dominated by those two things. You just sit on your smartphone all day, don't get anything done, scroll down, and you know what? Even if Wolbach reacts allergically to the title, she is still worshipped by numerous demons and members of the Devil King's army. And what makes her truly dangerous is that she, on one hand, is just a rampaging monster in her full-fused form, and the other half of Wolbach that we have seen, that has fought, that has threatened the very lines of the kingdom's army, is just her weaker half, Sloth. Despite still possessing immense power, she is weakened without her wrath half. Even so, unlike Aqua, she was intelligent enough to use her powers effectively on the battlefield. And if Megumin hadn't surpassed her in explosion magic, Wolbach would have broken through the lines of the Berserk kingdom despite dozens of sheet item wielders defending them. Wolbach's other half currently is also known as Shumusuke, the cat of Megumin, and it was severely weakened by Wolbach shortly after its release by Megumin's sister. Wolbach's other half though, currently known as Shumusuke, is also out. It is the black cat of Megumin. And just like Megumin had released Wolbach, or rather her sloth half, Komeko had released Shumusuke. And while it is still very weak due to losing the last battle against her sloth half, after the defeat of Wolbach at Megumin's hand, her behavior now starts to mirror some aspects of Wolbach, or rather her sloth half. Originally, the cat used to hate water, but now she enjoys bathing and grows larger every day. Though regeneration takes time, even for a goddess, eventually this dark goddess Wolbach will be once again united under the wrath aspect of hers, and will haunt the world once again in the form of a raging beast. Then there's perhaps the most despicable goddess of all, one openly praised as a dark goddess by her sole remaining follower, Celestina, one of the Demon King's generals. And Celestina told Kazuma to his face that her deity, Regina, is a dark goddess because her domains are vengeance and puppetry, meaning mind control and the dominations of the will of others. And since the entire blessing of this dying deity is concentrated within Celestina, she possesses immense protection, And you might know the retaliation ability from Fire Emblem, where half the damage is reflected back at the attacker. Celestina has the full version of that. Every attack, every ambush, every blow hits her opponent with equal force. In other words, if you take her out, no matter the means, you go down with her. And this also was the reason, spoiler alert, why Kazuma couldn't touch her and why she gained the upper hand. But maybe I will do a separate video about that later. So yeah, an entire goddess backing up one single demon general of the Devil King, it's truly a scary thing. And next on, we have the last goddess, Megumin. And no, I'm not talking about Kazuma's perspective, and those two have an actual normal relationship. And luckily Kazuma's way less creepy towards her than Rudius Greirat is towards Roxy Megurdia, but Megumin might actually be a goddess. Specifically, she claims she was the god of destruction in her past life. And while that was likely just a joke, the lie detector bell in one of the later volumes didn't even budge when she said it. It's also quite telling that Megumin of all people was shown the most destructive magic in the world by Wolbach, a dark goddess. Yeah, let's just say it makes you think twice about whether there's some kernel of truth to this. Nonetheless, that's pretty much it for today. And now it's your turn. What do you think all about the deities in Konosuba? Let me know down in the comment section. And while you type, I say thank you very much for watching, thanks to all Patreons for supporting this channel, and as usual, I say my special thanks to Arder Daddy Arder, ASK, Badger Ye, Bad Burrito 316, Beezer, Ben C, Brandon S, Brandon D, Brodo, Chrissy, Crowley0221, Sia, Crystal Prime, Dead Slime, Death is Mercy, Deathless Dragonlord, Demon Xenomorph 1987, Devin Downen, Ding Dong, Dinpap, Dragonlord Placidus Saxophone, Duckwagon, Dunkler Krieger, Dystopia, Dystopia II, Enigmatic Unicorn, Thiralshivan, Guy with That Head, Hector Marino, Hoss, Huster, Jacob G, Jana B, Jason, J Morris, Chromius, Kyle R, Lee K Long, Legendarius, Lelouch wie Britannia with a Mustache, Lexus Fox, Lord Nishikian Rai, Lord Touch Me, Lork, Loverazer, Mervek, Mr. Shoes, Mr. Tweaker, Michael R, Michael Y, Nope, Oh Hell No, Normal Toad, O'Kill, Overlord General Gasper, Paddy Pantum, Personage, Ruru, Primus 11, Rhinomere, Kyonekerkos P, Shergox's Daddy, Shadow Lightning Wolf, Shrinekeeper, Sir Axolotl, Super Tier Magic Batista Bomb, Supreme Cheese, Staris, Ted, Texas Deer, The Orc Warboss, Rag Edsmesha, T.E. Wang, Vash Hawkeye, Vegito 27, Venture Fanatic, Wilhelm, Zinukai, and Zonagon. Thanks guys. Anyway, have a nice day, and I hope to see you all again soon.